Okay, good. We are recording and I'm going to slide the chair back, and wherever you are, um, just come to a comfortable seated posture where you can lay down on your mat, wherever you can find some ease and some relaxation. And just notice the connection between the body and wherever you are on the mat or in a chair. And let everything just go loose and limp. And take a deep breath in and let it go. And one more deep breath. And exhale. Just notice the flow of the breath. And the expansion and contraction in the body as you breathe. Good. Let the breath deepen here from the belly to the middle chest and into the upper chest. And as you breathe deeply, notice the expansion in the chest side to side and front to back. And that audible breath, that ocean breath. Good. All right. Exhale here, and one last deep inhale in. And let it go. Good. All right. Some little movements here. I'm going to move back to the mat. And I've got my strap right here. It's handy. Ah, good. All right. So lift up tall in your seat. Draw the shoulders back and bring the chin in. Yeah. Take a moment to just settle here down through the sits bones. And bring the hands out to the side, the fingertips down on the floor. Again, keeping the shoulders back and lifting up tall. Reach out through those fingers that are spread wide. And now turn the palms toward the ceiling. Inhaling, let the hands lift. And then turn the palms out as you exhale and the hands come down. And one more time, arms lift. And exhale, and bring the arms down. So good, bring the hands out in front, and this may be more comfortable for your shoulders, but as you inhale, reach the hands forward as they lift. And then turn the palms toward the front, flex the fingers, I mean, really pressing out through the palms as you exhale the hands down. And inhaling, palms turn in, hands lift. And then palms face forward, pressing through the palms as you exhale the hands down. Good. And take that deep inhale, bringing the hands back to the knees. Good. So inhale here, and on your exhale, take the gaze over the right shoulder and let the chin drop down toward the shoulder. Good. And bring the head up into center and take the gaze to the left and let the chin drop toward the left shoulder. And the head up into center. Exhale the chin toward the chest. Shoulders stay back. Inhaling the head up. And now let the gaze drift up to the ceiling as you draw the shoulders back and down. Jut the jaw. And bringing the head back up. Bring the right ear toward the right shoulder, extending the left arm, fingertips down toward the floor. And bring the head back up, and now the left ear toward the left shoulder, right arm extends. And the head back up. And now let the chin drop down toward the chest and draw the chin toward the right shoulder. And then to center and toward the left. And center and right. And center and left. And with the chin in the center, bring the head back up. And now you can just gently move the shoulders, move the head. On your next inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears and then take the shoulders back and down. And then release. Inhaling, bring the shoulders up. And take the shoulders back and down. And let that one go. And one more time, shoulders toward the ears. And draw the shoulders back. Keeping the heart open and pressing the chest toward the front of the mat. And release. Oh, good. Bring the hands out in front and turn the left fingers up toward the ceiling and bring the right hand to the fingers and then just gently draw the fingers toward the left shoulder. Good, and release on that side. Turn the right fingers up to the ceiling. Bring the left hand to the fingers and bring those fingers gently back toward the right shoulder. Good, release. Palms down toward the floor, bring the fingers and thumbs together or close into fists, and then turn the fingers or the knuckles down toward the floor. Good, opening the hands wide. Bring the palms toward the center, palms come together, lifting up tall but reaching forward. Yeah, inhale and let the hands lift up toward the ceiling. Bring the gaze straight ahead and draw the arms back by the ears. And turn the palms out, exhaling the arms down. Good, so again, some gentle movements here. can bicycle the shoulders, moving the head. Whatever feels good to you. Good. Bring the arms wide. Bring the right arm across and the left hand under to the right shoulder. And gently draw that right arm in. And then open wide and bring the left arm across, right hand under to the shoulder. And open the arms wide. And now bring the right arm underneath the left and take the hands to the shoulders. Walk the fingers back. And you can move a little bit here. You can make circles with the elbows. Give yourself a hug. And then open the arms wide. And now left arm under right, hands come to the shoulders. Stacking those elbows. Good. Inhale in, take the arms wide. And then come up into cactus arms. Keeping the elbows lifted, fingers spread wide, pointed up to the ceiling. And then draw the elbows back, gazing up. And as you exhale, bring the arms together in front. Inhaling, open the elbows wide and draw them back, gazing up. Exhaling, bring the arms together. Inhaling, coming wide with the elbows. Exhaling, bringing the arms together. Good. All right, and go ahead and release. Take that breath. And bring the right arm out in front, reach it forward, and then inhaling, take the hand up to the ceiling. Good, all right, turn the palm toward the front of the mat and take that hand back and up. Don't strain the neck here. As you're looking up toward the lifted hand, you don't have to look right directly at it. And then bring the right hand back to the ceiling, palm turns in, arc over to your left. Good, turn the gaze down toward the left hand on the floor. Staying open to the front of the mat. Let the gaze come back up toward the ceiling. Bring the right hand back up, reach, and then release. Good, all right. And gentle movements here. And now the left hand comes out in front and draw the left hand up toward the ceiling. Turn the palm toward the front of the mat and take the hand back and up. And the hand back to the ceiling, bring the right hand out, arc over to the right. And let the gaze come down toward the right hand on the floor. And that left sits bone is still on the mat. And now the gaze comes back up toward the left hand. Bring the left hand back up to the ceiling. Reach and release. Good, all right. So bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg, the right hand behind, getting tall, let the shoulders go, and twist to your right. Head is the last to turn. looking toward the back of the mat. Inhaling, come to center, and that gentle twist to the left. Exhaling, inhaling back to center, and now that twist to the right, extending the right arm. And coming back to center, and an extended twist to the left. And coming back to center. Good. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Take the heart toward the top of the mat and then the body out to the right. We'll just do some gentle circles here. Going back toward the back of the mat, head drops. As you come forward, gaze lifts. As you exhale, the chin drops toward the chest. Nothing major here, just gentle circles. And then take those rotations the other way. One more big circle to the right and forward, and the left and back. Good. Hands on the knees, rounded back, chin toward the chest. Let the shoulders release. And as you inhale, come up tall, take the gaze up to the ceiling, draw the shoulders back. As you exhale, bring the chin down toward the chest as you round back. Release and relax. Inhaling, coming up, gaze lifts. And exhaling, rounding back. And inhaling back up to that upright seat. Bring the hands behind the hips. And then gently come back onto your hands. Let the gaze lift up toward the ceiling. Pressing into the mat with the hands as you lift the heart. Face is soft. Teeth parted. And inhaling, come on back up. Good. Turn the heart toward the right knee. Get tall and then fold over the right leg. Inhaling, come back up. And now turn the heart toward the left knee and fold over the left leg. And inhaling, come back up. And change the cross of your legs. Whichever foot was in front, the other one goes to the front. Lift up tall. And now just come forward gently. And breathe into the hips. And inhaling, come on back up. Yes. Okay, come over onto all fours. Into table. And if you're in a cross-legged seat, take a minute to let the hips get readjusted. You can wag your tail, move gently here at table. Yeah, and we'll do some regular cat-cows here. Inhaling, lift the gaze straight ahead, exhaling. Top of the head drops toward the mat as you round up. Inhaling, gaze ahead. Exhaling, rounding up. 2 more like this. Good, exhale. This time, as you take the gaze straight ahead, exhaling round and let the hips come back toward the heels. Bring the elbows down, and as you inhale, you come forward and up, gazing ahead, exhaling, rounding, and the hips come back. Elbows down, inhaling up, exhaling back. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. Good, with the hips back toward the heels, just bring the elbows down. You can cross your arms and rest your head on the arms in your resting pose. Good, inhaling, come back up into table. And extend the right arm out to the side. As you inhale, let the right hand lift, gazing toward the lifted hand. And as you exhale, take the right hand down and under, thread the needle. Right side of the head to the mat. And then that left hand can go either toward the top of the mat. It can go to the sacrum, palm down. It can lift to the ceiling as long as you keep it drawn into the shoulder so you don't strain the shoulder. And the gaze gently turns toward the ceiling. And bring the left hand down, lifting back up, extending the right arm, open to the right. Exhale and bring the right hand down. Take that moment, take that breath right here. Come back to your resting pose. Move gently wherever you want to be. Good. Extending the left arm and then opening the body to the left. Exhaling the left hand down and under. And the right hand wherever you want it to be. Bring the right hand down, lifting back up into table, open to the left. And exhale, bring the left hand down. Come back to your resting pose. And breathe. Good. Coming back up into table. Let's spend just a little bit of time in awkward pose. Extend the right leg, toes down on the mat, and then press back through the right heel. And coming to awkward pose as you lift the right foot, extending the left arm. Good. Bring the left hand down. Take the right foot out to the right. Slide it forward. Point the toes in toward the top of the mat. And the foot is flat on the floor. And just find that stretch in the inside of the right leg. And coming forward, take the right foot back hip height. Press back through the heel and then press out back through the ball of the foot, flexing the toes. And you can circle the toes back there if you want. And bring the right knee down. Move, take a breath. Extend the left leg, toes on the mat. Good. Strong through that left leg. And you can look under that arm. See that straight line from the shoulder to the heel of the foot. Good, into awkward pose, lifting the leg, the right arm extends, keeping the sacrum flat, toes point straight down to the mat. And bring the right hand down, take that foot out to the left, sliding it forward, gently moving the hips toward the back of the mat. Keep that little bend in the knee. It's about sensation here, not agony, not pain. Don't forget to breathe. Good, coming forward. Bring the leg back, hip height. Yes. And now press back through the ball of the foot, flexing the toes. You can circle the toes. And bring the left knee down and bring the hips back toward the heels into your resting pose. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now walk the hands up toward the top of the mat with the elbows lifted. Let the head release between the arms down toward the mat. Just let the head hang. Lift the head gently a little bit. Take the hands off the mat to the right side, left hand on right. Release the head toward the right knee. And bring the hands to center and off to the left, right hand on left. And the head releases toward the left knee. And bring the hands back to center. As you inhale, lift the hips coming up and forward, gently putting the shoulder blades onto the back, drawing the arms and elbows in toward the center, knee plank. Exhaling, the hips back toward the heels. Inhaling, coming up into knee plank. Elbows, points of the elbows in. Exhaling back. And one more time, coming up into knee plank. Let the hips gently drop down toward the ceiling or toward the mat as you gaze straight ahead into an upward dog. Good. And exhale the hips back. And one more time, come up into knee plank. And you can walk the knees back a little bit if you need to. And now bend the elbows, come down to your belly. Good, all right. So the chin is on the mat. Bring the big toes together. And press into the mat with the toenails and the tops of the toes and come into cobra. Keep the neck long. The tendency to want to look out way ahead of the mat, but just gaze down at the end of the mat. And exhale and come down. Good, all right. And bring the elbows under the shoulders. So we're in our Sphinx here. Take a breath in Sphinx. And now the gaze does lift straight ahead. And bring the left arm underneath, across underneath the face, come onto the left hip. Now, through all of this, you got to stay strong through this left shoulder, so you don't want to injure the shoulder. So bend the right knee, the top knee, reach back to the foot, and gently find that quad stretch. It's a gentle stretch as you move the heel toward the hip and you move the knee back over top of the left knee. And now ease that, bring the hand to the inside, to the big toe, coming into Vishnu's couch as you lift the right foot to the ceiling. Bending that knee. One more breath here. Good. Bring the right hand down to the mat, keeping the right leg lifted, strong through the heel, toes point toward the front of the mat. And as you exhale, slowly lower the right leg down. And then point the toes and lift it back up. And flex the foot and lower. And point the toes and lift. And flex that foot and lower. 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, getting long on the body, keeping the toes pointed to the side. Just lift the right leg and then lower it and lift it and lower it. And one more time, lifting, and then lower the right foot down on top of the left. And now come back over into Sphinx. And if you'd like, you can spread the elbows out wide and take the right side of the face to the mat. And the left side of the face. Well, that feels pretty good, but we're not done yet. So come back up into table or into Sphinx. Again, take a breath in Sphinx, lifting the gaze, letting the belly settle toward the mat. And now bring the right arm across under the face and come on to the right hip. Bend the top knee. Find that quad stretch gently. And then release that. Bring the hand to the inside, fingers to the big toe, into Vishnu's couch. Good. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Now strong through the lifted left leg. Slowly lower that leg down. And point the toes and lift it back up. Flex and lower. And point and lift. And flex and lower. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. And getting long here, staying strong through the right shoulder. Toes point to the side as you lift the top leg up. And then lower it. And lift it. And lower it. And lift the left leg. And lower the leg down. And again, coming back over into Sphinx. Take that breath. Lift the gaze gently. Good. And then come down, bring the hands under the shoulders and press back up into table. Good. All right. Wag your tail, move a little bit. And when you're ready, you can bring the feet around to the front. All right, we haven't done much in the way of hamstrings. We did a little bit right there in Vishnu's couch. Well, let's do seated forward fold. So put a bend in the knees and flex the feet. Get tall here, and then take the belly toward the toes, the heart toward the toes, keeping the spine long. And you can reach out and grab a hold of something. Your legs above the ankles. If you want to get to your toes, you can, or the outside edges of the feet. But just comfortably forward here as you reach the heart toward the toes. And a little more sensation, slide the heels away. A little less sensation, either lift back up a little bit or bring the heels closer to you. And breathe. And the other way to do this is with a strap. You can do that around the front of the feet. And now exhale and round down. Take the head down toward the knees. Now breathe and release. Feel the belly on the thighs. Always the belly is on the thighs in forward fold. Two more deep breaths. And now as you inhale, gently round up. Ah, good. So bring the feet about halfway in. We'll just take a breath here or two in Navasana, our balance pose. And you can bring the feet in, reach between the knees, find the outside edges of the feet. Interesting pose here with the bottoms of the feet together. And the elbows are kind of opening the hips. And then if you want, you can straighten one leg, holding on to the outside edge of the right foot. And then bring the right foot down, don't fall over, and extending the left leg. And then bring that foot in. Yes. And then bring the feet back down, release the feet, bring the hands behind the knees and gently come down onto your back. Bring your strap down with you. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide, and take a deep breath in. And then let it go. Yeah, okay. You can leave the left foot on the floor on the mat or extend the left leg, either way. Bring the right knee into the chest. And we're going to put the strap on the right foot. The front of the foot or the heel, doesn't matter. And then take the right foot straight up to the ceiling. Good. Both hands on the strap and abandon the lifted knee. Gently draw the right leg toward the back of the mat. And now ease the strap. Take the strap into the right hand And I'll let that right foot drop off to the right. Keep the hip bones on the mat, keep the shoulder blades on the mat, extending the left arm to the left. And outer rotate that right thigh. So the toes point toward the back of the mat. Stay strong through that right leg, drawing that right leg into the hip. You don't want to just dead weight hanging out there on the hip bone. So you want to be strong through that leg. So you're drawing in on that heel with the strap, but you're pressing out through the heel. One more deep breath here. And now bring the right leg back up to the ceiling. Change hands with the strap. And now let the right foot drop off to the left, coming onto the left hip. Inner rotate the left thigh now. So the toes again point toward the back of the mat. And bring the right foot back up to the ceiling. Again, both hands on the strap, gently draw that leg back toward the back of the mat. Ease the strap and now bend the right knee, bringing the right knee down toward the right shoulder, keeping the bottom of the foot up toward the ceiling. And if you choose, you can reach up there and grab a hold of the outside edge of the right foot with your right arm, right hand. But keep the shoulder blades on the mat. So if you need, keep the strap there. That's what it's there for. And now you can release the strap from the foot. Take that right foot straight up to the ceiling. Strong through that lifted leg. Circle those toes, circle the whole leg. And then go the other way with the circles. And flex that leg, or flex the foot and slowly lower the leg down. And point the toes and lift it back up. And flex and lower. And point and lift. And flex and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Turn the palms up, toes out. Take a deep breath in. And just let it go. Bring the left knee into the chest and put the strap on the left foot. Extending the left leg straight up to the ceiling. And as before, gently take that leg back toward the back of the mat. Again, sensation, right? It's all about sensation. And then ease the strap into the left hand and let the leg fall off to the left, keeping the toes pointed toward the back of the mat. Right arm extends, gazing right. One more deep breath. And bring the left foot back to the ceiling. Switch hands, strap to the right hand, and coming over onto the right hip as that left leg moves out to the right. Again, now the thigh is inner rotated, pointing the toes toward the back of the mat. Good. And bring that left leg back up. Both hands on the strap, gently moving the foot toward the back of the mat. Now ease the strap, bend the knee, bringing the knee down toward the left shoulder, and find the outside edge of that foot or just use the strap. Good. Now release the strap from the foot. Extend the left leg straight up to the ceiling, strong through the heel. And point the toes and circle the leg. And circles the other direction. And flex the foot and slowly lower the left leg down. And point the toes and lift it back up. Flex that foot and lower. And point and lift. And flex and lower. 3, 2, 1, and down. Ah, good. Good. Toes out, palms up. Deep breath in. Let it go. Good. Let's move to figure 4. Bring both feet in to the hips. Yeah. Bring the left ankle onto the right knee and flex that left foot so the knee is protected. with the left hand on that left knee, gently, gently put a little pressure on that knee toward the top, to the front of the mat. Good. Now reach that left hand through into figure 4. Interlace the fingers behind the knee, in front of the knee. You can straighten that right leg toward the ceiling if that is your thing. And if you want a little more sensation, take that whole mechanism to the right just a little bit. One more breath. And good. Bring the right foot down. Release the ankle from the knee. Come into that reclining cobbler pose. Take a breath. And with the knees back toward the ceiling, bring the right ankle onto the left knee. With the right foot flexed, a little pressure on the right knee toward the front of the mat. And reaching through for figure 4. One more breath. And exhaling, bring the left foot down, release the ankle. With the feet in close to the hips, and hands down by your sides, palms down. A couple of bridges here. As you press with the feet, gently lift the hips. And then exhale and lower the hips. Inhaling, hips lift maybe a little higher. And exhale and lower. And one more time, inhaling into bridge. Let's take 2 deep breaths in bridge. One more breath. And as you exhale, bring the hips down. Beautiful. All right. Bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it in. And you can extend the left leg if you choose. Good. Take the right knee over toward the right shoulder, up and over. Good. Release the right knee, bring the left knee into the chest. And the left knee toward the left shoulder. Good. Bring the right knee in beside the left, both knees toward the chest. Good. Circle the knees, rock side to side. Whatever feels good. Oh, yeah. And bring the feet down to the mat. Arms go wide. Gentle twist to finish. Let the knees drop over to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. And just release. Knees to the ceiling. Let the knees go to the left. Gaze right. And bring the knees back to the ceiling, legs long. And we'll do a full body stretch here with a deep inhale. Really reach. And exhale into your Savasana. Let the face be soft and relaxed. Shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, belly, hips, legs, feet, and toes are all relaxed. Just notice the breath, notice the heartbeat. Come back gently now with little movements. And stretch if you'd like. And roll to one side, coming back up. Or stay right where you are. So thank you for practicing on a Friday, and we will see you all next week, and namaste.